welcome Pauline Dix.
I have a dual role tonight, which was the grammarian. I'm also evaluating Robert's speech, which was speech number 4, which is all about the use of language. So what we were looking for tonight, Robert's objectives were to select a topic that allowed him to use vivid descriptive words, to pay attention to the words he selects, and his words should be colourful so that the audience can see them in their minds. And I've got a few examples of this that we used tonight. It was also to keep sentence and paragraph construction simple and short, which I felt he did really well. I didn't feel there was any long, wordy language. Use rhetorical devices to enhance and emphasise ideas. And I've got a few examples of that which I'm going to mention. Eliminate jargon and unnecessary words and use correct grammar. Well, I certainly didn't pick up any jargon or unnecessary words or bad grammar there. But obviously you'll all be doing your own evaluations, so maybe someone picked up something there. I thought Robert's speech was a really interesting topic, and I think it was a really suitable topic for this particular project, talking about his 3 Peaks challenge and describing what happened. He had a good opportunity to use some really strong language here, and I'm actually going to pick up the examples now rather than at the end. He had a few triads: cold, wet and windy, finesse, guile and navigational skills. So there he was using the power of 3. And he picked up some nice metaphors. He had light at the end of the tunnel, the horrors of the night, tail between our legs. You could just imagine them being a bit sheepish and going back there. He had the term silver lining to give us the impression that things weren't quite as bad as they had seemed at first. And he had the double-edged sword, another little metaphor there. He also had some nice descriptive language, the distinctive musk of mountain men, so that really got that idea of that smell in that van for you. Dozens of bedraggled hikers, and you could just see them all wet and damp and bedraggled going up the hill. A raging torrent, so that gave you an idea of how fast the water was flowing, how dangerous it was. He also talked about their single-minded determination. So I thought we had some really nice language in this speech, which was what the project was all about. So I think he definitely did that really, really well. He came up here very confident and stood right in the front of the lectern, which is very bold for a 4th speech. I thought he had some nice gestures, and one thing that obviously his next project's about is to work on making bigger gestures and making more use of the stage, and that's obviously something he's going to work on for his next project. Was the speech purpose clear? I thought it was very clear. He told us at the beginning about his challenge of the 3 Peaks, and then he told us the first one and then how the second one had ended in disaster, and then obviously we had this 3rd peak that he didn't actually get to, and I thought there was a nice use of humour there, talking about the Welsh, which was just a little bit of a joke for us. So overall, I'd like to say that I thought this was a really good speech, and I thought Robert achieved his objectives, and thank you very much, Robert.